So now we are live on YouTube. Hello, people from YouTube. Please click on the blue button to accept it. And let's start our conversation. Milena, can you introduce yourself, please?
Sure.
So now we are live.
I'm Milena. I'm 32 years old. I work with technology too. I am data science at a startup. I work at home. I'm married. I have no child. I have no pets. I live in Recife, Pernambuco. I live with my husband and I live nearby my parents. I have one sister and one brother. That's it.
Really nice. I really enjoy Pernambuco. My wife's family lives in Pernambuco, so I visit Pernambuco quite a lot, and I really enjoy it.
Where do you live?
I live in São Paulo, but my wife's family lives there, in Recife.
Yeah. Great.
Nice. So now, Kuzaya, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, I can. My name is Rosaya. I'm from Angola. I am 29 years old. I'm married. I have a daughter. And I work in a sales department as a sales coordinator. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you, Kuzaya. Now, Heider, please, your turn.
Hello guys, I'm Heider, 33 years old. I live in Araraquara, São Paulo. I graduated in product engineer. I work at a professional company and I've been studying English almost 3 or 4 years. But here in TNT, I've been participating of immersions almost 6 months. And I
Nice.
am here because I need to improve my English, and I like a lot this platform. That's it.
Oh, nice to hear that. For me, TNT is one of the best places to practice English. So basically, I have developed my English a lot since I started practicing the immersion. So that's nice to hear that from you. Okay, guys, I really wish us to have a real conversation here. So not only read the questions, we can, comment what we are thinking about those subjects. If you guys want to talk about something different, some other question, feel free, okay, to ask us. The idea is to practicing as we are in a real conversation, okay? So I'm going to read the first one and then we can switch, everyone can read one question. The first one, what factors should we consider when choosing a career path? So can you start, Heider, please?
Yes. So I think first you need to be happy. If you working a thing just for money, I think you start wrong. In my opinion, you need to stay good and happy to deliver your things in the job that you get in the future. To me, the main factor is this: to be happy in your choice.
Yes, I totally agree with you. And I think many people nowadays are unhappy actually in their jobs, right? And being happy in the career you choose is really important. So, Monica, nice to see you.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. A long time I don't see you, right?
Yeah, a long time.
Oh, I'm so
I
happy to see
am
you.
I am working now, but it's okay until somebody ask me.
Yes.
I am here.
Okay, no problem. Actually, I am in my workplace nowadays. Now, actually, I'm in my workplace, but I'm not working. So I'm free. But nice to see you, Monica. Can you introduce yourself for us to know you better?
Yeah. My name is Mônica. I live in São Paulo. I am married. I have a son. I have 2 dogs. In my free
in my free time, I like to go out with my dogs. I like to go out with my friends, with my family. I like to watch movies, series, soap opera. I love a Brazilian soap opera. Oh my gosh. And I work as a financial consultant and in a multinational company.
Nice. Thank you, Monica. And actually, Monica used to join the conversations in the pandemic with us as well, right? So a long time we used to talk. Yes. Okay. Now, Monica, we are in the first question. Today, we are going to talk about career and professionals, things like that. So the first one is, what factors should you consider when choosing a career path? What do you think about?
I think, in my opinion, it's necessary to like to find a relation between what I like to do and I like to study. But it's very complicated because I think it discovered this when it was younger is very complicated. I think. I remember a long time ago when I started to study in my college. I study business, but not my choose not I wanted to do, but I remember my first job pay my college 50% my college. Then I had to choose a college in the same area I worked, but I have a luck to like to study business, but I think I know is a luck.
Yes. Actually, it's really interesting because many people don't like their actual jobs, right? And it happens quite a lot. I know a lot of people that work in a job and they dislike their jobs. They basically want to change their career, and there are many things involved in transition in a career and things like that. And as you said in the beginning, it's really hard for us as child or teenagers, for example, to have a complete understanding of what career we're gonna choose, right?
Yeah.
And Milena, how about you?
I totally agree with you too. I think you should pay attention. What do you do? What do you like to do? And what make you happy? But I think it's important to pay attention to market behavior. For example, if it's a care of the future, or if the salary it's good, because you need to survive. And I think it's important too, the salary and what makes you happy and the market behavior. I think that's it. When I was younger, I wanted to do medicine. I want to be a doctor, but I think it's only because I thought about the salary, because I have an uncle and I admired him, and but I'm afraid of blood and blood. And I think I didn't happy if I did I was a doctor. Do you know?
Yeah, you wouldn't be like comfortable being a doctor,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Because we see in the daily routine, you need to see a lot of blood, and maybe this is not so comfortable for many people. Me, actually, I don't like seeing many scenes is extremely hard, or strong scenes, let's say, like that, when you have so much blood and people open. So I wouldn't be a nice doctor as well. And it's something, you said something interesting, because nowadays you need to pay attention to the market, because um, if you choose a career that you like a lot, but there is no, mm, how can I say, opportunities in the market, it's gonna be really hard for you to make a living, right? So this is another factor that we need to consider. And Kuzaya, how about you?
I agree with what you just said. More than choosing something that we like, we need to think about the future. For example, I can imagine myself working or doing this thing during 5 years, 10 years, or my whole life. And of course, it's important to think about a career that we can be well paid, because we have bills to pay, and we can have both a career that we like and have a good salary to live, to make a living.
Yes, exactly. At least we need to have enough to have a comfortable life, right? And nowadays with the AI, like ChatGPT and many other tools, many careers are like vanishing away. So we are seeing that many careers in the future, they won't exist, and many others are going to appear, right? So we need to pay attention to that. Okay, I think we finished the first one, right? Monica, can you read the second one, please?
Yeah. How can you determine if a particular career is a right for you? I believe it's very complicated to determine this, because I think it's necessary to try, and I think it is a luck when I find a career. No, I don't know it's right, but I think it's nowadays I think it's a good idea. It's to find a career I like to do some things. I think, for example, my son study IT. This moment, my son always like to play games, but I don't know. I hope the career my son like this college to choose, but I don't know, because nowadays it's very common that it's a transition career. In the past, it's very complicated, but nowadays it's common.
Yeah, that's something positive. We can see it's happening quite a lot nowadays. People from different fields or with different graduations, they are transition to IT, for example, right? That's really positive.
I think it's yes, I think it's good, because nowadays it's possible to change this profession.
Yes, in the past we used to.
In the past, to change the career was como que era visto?
It was seen. We could see seen
as a negative thing.
Exactly. Yes, I totally agree with you. And Milena, what do you think?
I agree with you too. I think you can imagine at the work, like doing the tasks for maybe this can be helped. I think I know it's almost impossible to like 100% of the work. There are some boring tasks, and there are some nice tasks. And I think all the jobs are like this. I think there are some boring and some nice tasks, and if the nice one is more than the boring, I think it's okay. It's great.
Yes, I agree with you. I think it's important to try, right? To try at least in the real life, because I think as Monica said, and you, when we are teenager, for example, we have only a feeling of the career. And also you read a lot in the internet or magazines, or you see in the TV, but you don't have the feeling. And once you realize it, or feeling in the daily to day, like as in an internship, for example, you have the real feeling of the career, right? So it's important to at least talk to someone that works in those careers, right? And Kuzaya, how about you?
I agree with you. I think we can talk to someone that already work in the career that we would like to choose, and listen to what the person will say. If we have the same ideas, or if we imagine that thing is the same way. And besides that, we cannot be afraid of choosing a career because we are afraid of failing, or be failed in the choose that we will do. Because if we see that is not that we were thinking, we can change. Life is about trying things. If you don't like, you change. If you don't like, you change. And this is life. Don't be afraid of choosing some career because you don't know if it's the right or no. Yes.
Yes, I really enjoy this mindset, Kuzaya, because the how can I say that? As soon as you make the mistakes and you learn, you have more time to get into the right direction, let's say, right?
Yes.
The sooner you make the mistake, the better for you. So I really like this mindset. And Heider, how about you?
I think the career needed to be lined up with your life expectations, because you sometimes spend a lot of time in try choosing a career, and in the future you lost your health, you lost your peace. I think you needed to analyze if the career that you choose in the future is the right to you, have a time for your family, if in the future you can have time to practice exercise. Don't just spend time in your job, in your company that you will work. It's necessary to be a balance. Sometimes you spend a lot of time in your career and you forgot to plan your life. In my case, for example, I am 33 years old. I spend a lot of time in my career and I forgot a little my family. And now I will wedding. I needed to start my sports degree, but I decided to wait a little. I wedding now. I organize my family with my fiance and with my dogs. When I organized this, I I tried not. I start my post degree. I focus on the English now, and we needed to have a balance because if you just think in your career, you forgot other things in your life.
Yes, and actually it happens quite a lot, because sometimes, especially when you start a new career, you get so focused in this job, for example, and you spend so much time actually, and it's really important. All these stuffs we do in life, right, guys? To have a balance, because if you don't have a balance in life, you are going to get sick, as you said, and it's not healthy. Okay, so let's move it to the next one, number 3. Can you read for us, Kusaya, please?
Yes, we can. Number 3, what are some of the most important skills employers look for in job candidates? Do I need to answer?
Yeah, you can start, please.
I think if the person have skills to learn fast, if you are hard worker, if you get along fine with people, and if you have open mind, I think is very important.
Yes, open mind is really nice because the world is changing so fast, right? If you think like that people like say, oh, we used to do it like from 10 years and let's keep doing the same
Yes.
way. This doesn't work anymore, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And Monica, how about you?
I agree. If you ask, I think nowadays the mainly skills is to work with an open mind. I think is the first. I think it's to know to work with a team, because some people don't know work together. I think it's very complicated. Another thing is not fast, but to solve problems quickly, but it necessary to listen the opinion other people. I think it's very important.
Yes, and especially in some careers, this is more important than in others, right? So there are some careers that you don't need to work so much in a team, but especially in others, it's really important because we really need to exchange ideas to understand what the other people are doing so the team can grow and the company grows together. So I really appreciate that. And Milena, how about you?
I totally agree with you too. I think learning fast, open mind is important. I think problem solver too. I think everyone already knows about the hard skills and soft skills. I read about it. I think it was today or yesterday on LinkedIn, and someone said at the beginning of the career,
The career?
the career, yeah, the career. I think it's more important to have hard skills, and after the soft skills become more important to grow the career and become a leader, for example. I think that's it. I agree with that person.
Yeah, actually, it happens a lot in our field. We work in technology. If you see developers, when they start the career, they need to study a lot about technical skills like frameworks, tools, and languages, things like that. And once they are getting into a leader position, they start to develop, at least is more required, the soft skills, because they need to manage the team, manage the projects. So I really agree with you. And Heide, how about you?
So I think there is a phrase that I think is hire character and train skills. And normally, I think company needed to analyze if the candidates have open mind, similar Kuzaya said. If the person had an open mind, I think the first step is to a career of success. Because if the person don't have open mind to observe new ideas, it's a bad point for a team and for a company. And to talk about the team, I think a person need to work in good in team. I think if you have a team strong, you have a company strong. I think open mind and to know work in a team is the two main things in a companies sorry companies procurando os candidatos. Forgot the
Looking
word.
for.
Sorry. Look for the candidates. Yes.
Yes, I totally agree with you. And you know, we all talked about open-minded, and I think this is going to be one of the most special skills in the future. Now we can see in the, for example, ChatGPT was released some months ago, and if a person is not open-minded, he can say, right, oh, I'm not going to use your ChatGPT because I don't like new technologies. And you know, our life can be so much easier with ChatGPT and like other AI tools. I use it every single day in my career now. So it really helps me a lot doing repetitive tasks. So it's really important to be open-minded. And we talked about many other skills right here, right? Open-minded, being like working in a team. I think we can list these skills and put in the chat after. Okay, let's move to the number 4. Can you read for us, Heidi, please?
Number 4. Yes. How can you develop the necessary skills and experience to succeed in your choosing career? Mm, So I think if you choose a career similar, my career is a manufacturing engineer. In the past I started to work in a shop floor. I analyze the market if is a prosper. I don't know if correct, and I invest time. I started my graduation, finished studying English. I am learning new software similar SAP. I don't know the name RAP.
SAP.
And yes, and other software that help me a lot in my day. I think similar now. I work at Embraer, and I know that the company is growing a lot, and there are a lot of new projects to other countries, and I know that English helped me a lot to get a goals in the future. I intend in the next year I need to be more advanced in the English. So I need to study now. You need to look for your the future and to like the process. It's important you like the process and to have little goals to achieve your final goal. In my opinion, that's it.
Yeah, that's really important, right? To make goals, targets for you, to like creating a checklist, for example. And you are going to working in this checklist until you get it all checked, right?
Yeah, similar. I have a phrase in Portuguese: se apaixonar pelo processo, fall in love for the process.
Enjoy the process. This is really important. More than the end of the path, right? It's enjoy the path.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And Monica, how about you?
I think the first it's necessary to study a lot about our profession. I think what is necessary and hard and software skills. The professional is this position. What is necessary? The skills. What are skills are necessary? I think what's the software? I think the language. I think in my area is finance. It's necessary to speak English, Spanish. It's necessary to learn Excel, to use Excel, nowadays Power BI, SIP, a lot of things. But I think in the beginning of my career, I think maybe wrong because I am a direct person. I don't like I don't know how do you say fingir?
To pretend. I think it's
I don't-
pretend. Yeah.
I don't know pretend when I don't like the thing. It's the environment. I think it's very complicated. In the corporate environment, it's complicated.
Yes, and actually in the professional, let's see, like professional career, if you fake something or if you pretend to be something that you are not, like it's a matter of time to people realize that you are not like that, right? So you need to really study hard, work hard to develop those skills. You cannot like pretend to be something that you are not. I really agree with you. And how about you, Milena?
I agree too. I think there is no secret. It's study a lot, study from courses, read the books, having a mentor. Sometimes it's important. That's it. There is no secret. It's studying.
Yes, you said something I really enjoy as well, which is reading books. Books are so important for us, right? To acquire new skills, understand more about these stuffs. And also have a mentor. It could be like a shortcut because especially if you get a great mentor, he can give you like the path to your career success, right? So he says, oh, if you do this, don't avoiding doing this, don't try to be that, right? It's really nice. I had some mentors in my career and I'm really lucky and grateful to them because they really helped me a lot in my path. And how about you, Kozai?
I agree with Milena that there is no secret to develop new skills. If you want to be good or if you want to have good skills in something, you just need to practice. It doesn't mean that you need to go to college because there are people that don't have the opportunity to go there. But for example, if you want to be fluent in English, you will find ways to study. Maybe you don't have books, but you have YouTube. You will always find tools or ways to learn. If you really want, you will find ways to learn, you will find ways to practice. And along the path, things will become easier.
Yes, I think that's really important to start, right? Because sometimes we say, "Oh, I don't have money. I don't have books." Just start with what you have now, and things are gonna
Yes.
increase and get better. That's really important.
I think sometimes too much information it's worse too. For example, if you put some subject at YouTube and there are a lot of videos and you don't know how it's the best, but it starts and take one, and I think it's important to start. Yeah, I agree.
Yes, and in the beginning, the really beginning, everything is new for you. So you don't have much vocabulary, you don't have much speaking about languages, né? But in your career, you don't have so much knowledge about all the stuffs that you need to do, especially, for example, in technology, in developing your skills, you are going to learn a lot. And in the beginning, it seems like you don't understand anything. But then as you start practicing, things get easier. So I really enjoy. And let's see. Heider, you answered this question?
Yes, I was the first.
First one, right? Okay, thank you. So let me read the next one, number 6. How can...
Oh, sorry.
number
I
5.
think number 5, correct? Yes.
Yes, thank you. What are some common mistakes people make when trying to advance in their careers? And also, we can talk about ourselves, some mistakes that we made in our career, if you like, okay? So can you start, Milena, please?
Yes. I think that to grow in your career, you have to take responsibility and not blame other. Do you know?
Mm.
I think that's important. That's it. I don't
Yes,
know.
this is really important, and not trying to hide a mistake, right? It's also important because sometimes you say you are like afraid or shameful that, and you don't want to talk to other people that, oh, I did this. And sometimes it's also, it's nice if you talk about what you did wrong, because people can say, oh, I can trust him. If he made a mistake, he will tell and we can fix it quickly. So it's really nice. And how about you, Monica?
A question?
Number 5,
Oh,
what are
sorry.
common mistakes people do when trying to advance in career?
I think the main point when, for example, I need to put in your mind, you need the skills or the ability to do something, and you forgot another a lot of skills you have. You focus only your thing. Sometimes this is breaking your progress. I think I am a good professional in these things. Focus this. It try to learn another things or new things.
Yes,
Yes, I said this because I am a person this. During a long time in my career, my focus is I don't know fluently in English. Okay, but I get communication in English. Fluent to be a fluent in English is a next step.
exactly. And also is, for example, you may at least you may not need this skill, so you get stuck in something that you maybe in the future you won't need that. So you worry too much in something that is like there's no point to be afraid or to worry about that, right? I really like what you said. And how about you, Heider?
So I think it's so important you don't skip the steps. If you have a goal, for example, you would like to be a manager in a big company, you need to study to be intern, I don't know, estagiário, I don't know, to be an assistant, to be an analyst engineer. I think you need to be a little steps, how I said in the previous question. You don't need to skip steps because if you want it to be, I know to be manager is a complicated. You need to understand the steps and to have a goal for the future.
Yeah, that's really important. And actually, it's not so easy in the beginning, because when you start a career, you really want to get the biggest position, to get into the right a better salary and a better position. And sometimes we forget that we need to be like humble, to understand, to pass through these steps, because it makes us stronger, right? There are many experience that we acquire in this process. So I really agree with you. And Kuzaya.
I would say two mistakes. One, some people is getting stuck in their comfort zone. They don't want to challenge themselves. Just I know these things and I will do what I know that I'm good at. But no, you need to challenge yourself. You need to try new things. And on the other side, I would say people is forgetting that we need to live our process. And there is a journey to have something. You will not find something with one or two steps. You will have to dedicate your time, energy, and a lot of things, sacrificing a lot of things to get a position that you want, that you think you deserve. It's not easy. It's a journey, because when you live a journey, when you live the process, you value the thing that you have, and you do your best because you know that it wasn't easy to get there.
Yes, I agree with both of the mistakes you said, and they happen quite a lot. Also, we see so many people get stuck in the comfort zone, and actually sometimes we don't even realize that we are in the comfort zone, right? So that's really important to be always looking and see, oh, am I in a comfort zone or not? So and I would say also, guys, we didn't talk about this, but I think also another mistake is to try to get the knowledge, the information, or whatever you do in your company and keep it only for yourself. Some people, they are afraid to share with others. So it's important to share what you're doing, because by only keeping it for yourself, you are not helping the company, not your colleagues. So I think this is another mistake. And let's go to the number 7. Can you read for us, Heider, please? Number 6, actually. Sorry.
Yes. How can network help you in your career? And what are some effective ways to network? I think interesting you to change the experience with the other person, other person. For example, I have some mentors in my career. For example, a private teacher that I have in the beginner when I start to study English, and in other time of my life, my last boss was a person that I changed a lot of experience, and nowadays they are my sorry, he is my friend. He isn't my boss, and that person that helped me a lot. And in the company that I work in now, I have a lot of friends that is a mirror to me, working in my area, but is a person that work a lot of period in the company, and they are in a good position, and the person that I have a mirror to achieve my goals in the future. I think network is so important during your career for this. You need to have mentors for the future. You should be mentors of other person.
Yes, I totally agree with you. Networking, I think Philip, I always say that networking isn't everything, but it is most of it. So it's one of the most important parts. And I agree. And I think in networking, and nowadays we have so many ways, right, to network to other people. You talked about being in touch with old friends in the career, and like boss, colleagues, and I think there are many others too. Like we are here talking, and we can make a network here as well. And what do you think, Monica?
Nowadays, I think network is essential. Essential. For example, I started in a new job in February. I received an indicated. It was a person, a person worked together for 6 years, this person indicated in your company, because unfortunately, I think it's better, but nowadays the age is continue to be a problem in some position. And I think I get an important point. I get to change the job was the indicator.
Yes.
Or the indication is correct.
Recommendation.
Recommendation, I think.
Yeah, and it's really important. Actually, I was seeing somebody talked about this in I don't know if it was in TV or I don't know, but the guy was talking that the more efficient way to get a job nowadays is not like in the past we used to prepare a resume and send to a lot of places, but actually to focus on networking, because there you can find the people that are actually wanting to hire you, you know?
Yes,
So
because mainly nowadays, because when I applying the position job, oh my gosh, it's very complicated to pass the
exactly.
robot.
Yes, exactly. Hey, Milena, how about you?
I agree with Monica. I think it's important, it's essential to have a network to help us to look for a job, to recommend it. For example, for my current job, my colleague recommended me for the job, and I got it. For me, one effective way to network is to use LinkedIn and interact there. I think it's important.
Yes,
Yeah.
I really love LinkedIn because of that, because you can make really useful partnerships and also friends and make coworkers. Also, in LinkedIn or in other communities, you can find and know about many events that you can participate, you know. For example, TNT, we always have presential and also online events that we can join people and we can talk and know each other and talk about many stuffs. So especially in São Paulo, we have many events. And we do a lot of networking in these events because we bring people from different fields, different careers, and we can talk together, and it's really awesome. And Kuzaya, how about you?
I agree. I think networks is very important, especially when we are working on the market for some times. We can create good relationship with people, and then one day when you need to change your work, you can contact them, and they might help you in this to find a new job. Is very important.
Exactly, yes. And let's see, Heider, you read the question, right? Actually,
Yes.
okay. So let's move to number 7, guys. I'm getting lost here. I think this is the last question because we only have 5 minutes. Okay, the time passed so fast, right? When you talk about some really interesting subjects. Monica, can you read the last one, please?
What are some common interview questions you might encounter when applying for jobs? And how should you prepare for them?
Sorry, I think as it's the last one, can you read the number 8? I think it's more effective for us.
Okay.
So I would like to know strategies, guys, to talk about this. Let's see.
Okay. What are some effective
Strategies?
strategies for negotiate your salary and benefits? Oh my gosh. I I think in these days it's complicated because these days I think it's a good moment when I was working. Imagine to get a better salary or a better benefit. I think it's complicated. But when it is possible, I think it's necessary to prove, to show your boss the quality of your job. I think it's, but no, nowadays it's very common to prepare a PPT for this, but I don't like this. I prefer to talk to my boss about the quality of my job, my tasks. I think it's better.
Yes, I totally agree with you. Also, we need to pay attention to the how can I say, macroeconomy. Of course, a companies nowadays in our recession, they are firing people. So it's not the best moment for you to get a rising in your salary. But as you said, it's really important to get a nice relationship with your boss. So if you can talk about those stuffs, right? I really enjoyed. And Milena, how about you?
It's hard. This question is hard. I don't know. I think you need to sell yourself. If you already have a job, I think it's more easy to convince another company that the salary it must be bigger than the current one. I think you must convince the company that you are worth, and you deserve this salary. I don't know if anyone knows how. Tell me.
Yes, I like what you said, and I think that's the way, right? We need to sell ourselves, because many ways we are ashamed to sell stuffs, but actually we need to sell, right, guys? Our personal image, our job, and I really enjoyed it. And Heidi, how about you?
So, similar everyone said, is a complicated question, but important you sell yourself. But nowadays, normally when the company posts online the position, you can search the salary of the company in Glassdoor, for example. I search a lot of things when I start at Embraer. Before I started, I searched the benefits and the salary, and you can to have a little notion, I don't know, about the salary of the company you gave to you. I think is this. You can search nowadays the policy of salaries and the benefits in the companies in the internet.
Yes, I really enjoyed this tool. In Brazil, we used to have Love Mondays as well, but Glassdoor bought this company, and also
Yes.
but I really enjoy because you have so many reviews and people can say, oh, I like this, I don't like that, and I really enjoy.
Pros and cons,
Yes.
interviews, salaries, a lot of things. I enjoy a lot else.
Even the questions in the interviews, right? Yeah, this is so
Yeah.
nice. And how about you, Jose?
I agree with you all. I think we need to sell ourselves. And when we are in a job interview, we need to be confident. We need to talk about our skills, what we already did in the past, what we can do in the company. And I think it's one of the right moment to negotiate money without being ashamed. Because if you sign the contract and your salary will be the salary, you cannot then feel underappreciated by the company because of your salary, because you had the opportunity to talk and negotiate in the job interview.
Exactly. I totally agree. And actually, I think what we all said here is that basically we need to show to the company that we worth what we are doing, right? So sell ourselves and say, oh, I'm solving a lot of problems here. I can make the company make more money, so I deserve this, right? I think basically that's the way we can get better salaries. Okay, guys, I really enjoyed the conversation. The time passed so fast, so now our time is up. And let me just share with you the survey. So if you have some time available, please go there and give us a score. Give us any comment you want and suggest any topic, any subject we can talk in the next immersions, okay? Thank you so much. See you guys. Hope to see you next immersions. Thank you. Bye.